of these things that are hurting people. Like there's a divide that's coming between people because of this COVID. And God wants his people to be one. He wants us to keep our oneness, our unity. So don't let this divide you. Some people are on this side and some people are on that side, but we are one in Christ. So this lesson, I thought about it because whenever I'm going to teach the kids, I try to think, what is it they need to hear? What is their needs? Because we can teach a lot of Bible lessons and not meet the needs of the children. And so we all have needs. We all need to hear from God, and so do children. So I thought, as I was thinking about that, and you teachers need to be uplifted and encouraged as well. And I don't think there's a better one in the Bible to do that than Gideon. So I chose Gideon so that we could be encouraged ourselves, plus children can be touched through this story. So when the children first come in, you got some that are coming in to the classroom, and they're, all excited coming into the classroom. And you have to get them from that real excitement into quietness to get them to settle down to teach them. And so I always find that if I have something for the kids to do when they first come in, that will keep them busy so they don't start running around, because that's the first thing they will do when they come in, is if you don't have something for them to do, they will start running all around. And so if you have a picture for them to color or a word search like this that has to do with your lesson, or just a picture about the lesson for the younger kids, and or any kind of a little game that they do on paper. That way you've got them kind of settled down. All right, so you make sure you got some crayons or some pencils or whatever they need on the table, and you have them doing this when they first come in. And if you find that they're still kind of wanting to act up rather than do the paper, you can always say, I'm going to pick the best one today. If you do a really good job on this, on this paper or whatever coloring, then we're going to give you a treat, So I always find treats work to get kids settled down. So then that will help them say, okay, it's worth me sitting down rather than running around because I might get a treat. So anyway, that's what I would do. Okay, then this is how I would put the lesson together. So after they've done the handwork and most of the kids are in, then I would start the program. And the first thing I would do is welcome them, just like, it's very much like an adult service, only you're doing it geared to children. So you welcome them, and then you open in prayer. And sometimes it's nice if a child would pray. Some of them you think might do that. It's nice for them to be involved. And tell them the rules. You don't have to really go through a whole list of rules, but it's nice to say, okay, it's very important. We're going to have a really good lesson today, and we're going to have puppets or whatever you're going to have that sounds good to the kids. So you better really be good today, or we can't have puppets, and whatever you want to use to make the kids know that you expect them to. And if you've got to go to the bathroom, make sure you go before we start our lesson, and things like that, so that they know what to expect. Then the first thing I would do is I would start a fast song, and to get them into it, and a fun, fast song. And I'm going to try this, like I'm not an expert on Zoom, so I'm going to try this where we're going to go to the songs right now, okay? Here we go. Okay, so I would do a song like this one here. This is a cute one, or we'll try this one. Okay. Okay, so that's the one I would I would start out with because they get a chance to jump down, turn around, touch the ground, and praise my Lord. And so I would get involved in that song as well. I'd be doing the actions, but of course, there's no way I do the actions anymore. It's been a long time since I could do that. But if you get somebody up that you want, you know, just a young person to do the actions, that's great. Okay, so then I would do another song that kind of goes along. Um, some of them will go along with the lesson and some of them won't, but this is one that's a cute song. Okay, so that one has a wonderful message to it. And again, like I said before, when I was doing the songs, I would make these signs up and have the children come up and hold the signs and turn them when it's their turn for the words that are there. Okay, that's just a fun song for them. Okay, now let's see what I can do here. Okay, so then let's go back. I need to go back. Here we go. Share. Oh, I clicked it too many times. Okay, new share. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this list here. Um, so I've done my fast song, and now I'm going to go into a game. Okay, and this is a game that I love to do because it really gets the kids into the program. And really, for discipline, this is one of the greatest games you can play. The way it goes is, and I'll do it like I was doing it with the kids. Okay, kids, we're going to play a game, but it's very important for you to listen because I'm going to tell you a secret number. Now that sounds really good to a kid. Not us so much, but to a kid. A secret number. Wow, this is really exciting. I'm going to tell you a secret number, and I'm going to only tell it to you once, so you really have to listen. And anytime during the program I say this number, if you're really good and you've been behaving yourself and sitting up straight and tall, and you can say our verse today, then I'm going to give you a treat. So just a little candy or whatever. So this makes them listen the whole program. They're going to be listening for that number. All right. And that keeps them quiet, keeps them listening. And so I'll say, okay, the number today is the number 5. Anytime you hear that number, you stand up as quick as you can. And if you know the memory verse that we're going to learn right now, then you're going to get a treat. So you can either just go ahead and say the verse over and over again, or you can just have the puppet come on and learn the verse with the puppet. So here's the verse. It's Hebrews 13:6. And you can leave this first part out if you want to. You don't have to say, so we may boldly say. You can just use this last part if you want, depending on the age of the kids and what you want to do. So Hebrews, let's say it all together, boys and girls. Hebrews 13:6. The Lord is my helper. I will not fear what can man do to me? Okay? The Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? When God is on our side, boys and girls, we don't have to be afraid what anybody does to us because God is with us. And so you would say that verse. Okay, and sometimes the way I would do this verse, if I don't have the puppet, I would say, everybody that has the color green on, stand up and say the verse for me. Okay, all the people with the color green on your clothes, say, Hebrews 13:6. The Lord is my helper. I will not fear what can man do to me? And so then I say, okay, that was really good. How about anybody that's got color red on? You stand up and let's say this verse together. Hebrews 13:6. The Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? And then, you can say anybody that, whatever you want to say, anybody that had breakfast this morning, stand up, whatever you want to do. But that just gets it a little more exciting because there's going, oh, look, what have I got that color on? Oh, okay, they stand up. Now, the other way to do this is have the puppet do the memory verse. Okay, so now I'm going to use the puppet. Okay, so I'm going to try this. Here we go. Got to move over here. Okay, so I have got a puppet with me, and this is Barney Bear. Come on out here, Barney. There we go. Here we go. Come on, Barney. Oh, wow. It's nice to have you this morning. He is going to be with us today. Okay, I got to find out where his thing is. Okay, so this is Barney Bear. Hiya, Barney. How are you doing? We're glad you came out. I got to get this thing on me here. Sorry about that. Okay, Barney, here we go. Tell I don't use this one very much. Okay, because he's a new guy. He's the one we made when we did our puppet presentation. Okay, hiya, Barney. Hi there. It's so nice to be here with you today. Yeah, we're glad you came. You're going to help us with the memory verse, aren't you? Oh, yes, I am. Okay, good. Well, have you been learning the verse? Remember, I told it to you. Yeah, I learned it. Okay, good. Okay, do you know where it's found? Oh, yeah, it's in the Bible. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, what verse is it? Oh, well, let me see. I know it's somewhere there. Yeah, but you have to know where in the Bible it is. Well, let's see. I need a hint. Okay. So what I do is he goes back and forth and he doesn't, he forgets and he's trying to say the verse, or maybe he says it backwards, or whatever. And all the time, the kids are learning the verse because I say to the kids, okay, kids, I need you to help Barney because he's having a hard time with this verse. Let's all say it for him. So all the kids say the verse. And so, okay, do you think you got it now? Oh, yeah, I sure do. And then you just keep going back and forth with this. And this is another cute thing that I had learned. I think it was one of the puppet skits I learned. Okay, Barney, so are you going to sing for us? Oh, yeah, yeah, I think so. Okay, well, what song do you want to sing? Well, it's a surprise. Oh, okay. So, you want to go ahead and sing it? Well, I want to do it all alone. I don't need your help. Oh, yes, you do, Barney. You can't do it by yourself. Oh, yeah, I can. Well, I don't think you can, Barney. Well, let me try. All right. Okay. So then y'all put you here. Okay. And I'm not going to help you. Okay, Barney? So you go ahead and you sing your song. Um, Barney, you're not saying anything. Well, maybe we need to give Barney a hand. Okay, let's give him a good clapping and see if he'll start. Okay, Barney, go ahead. Barney, hey, Barney, you're supposed to be doing the verse or your song, I mean. Come on. And so I do this a few times. Come on, Barney, say it or sing your song. And then finally, I say, well, it looks like Barney's not having a great day here doing it himself. So here, let me get you back up here, Barney. Okay. All right, Barney, what's the matter? I thought you were going to do the song. Well, I thought I could do it, but I can't. Oh, okay. So you're going to need my help. Yeah. Okay. So then he sings his song. So it goes along with the lesson, because then I would say, that's how boys and girls are, you know. They think they can be good and do things that are right, but they can't do it by themselves. No, no, they can't. They need God to help them, and we need God in our life. And He's the one that helps us to be good because we just can't do it by ourselves. Just like you couldn't sing the song by yourself, you needed my help, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of how you can do a little bit of your lesson leading up to your lesson by using a puppet. And plus, the children are enjoying learning the memory verse because they love puppets. So don't be afraid to use puppets. I find people are afraid to use them, but they are so effective. And like I said before, you can just have them talk in your, oh, you know the memory verse? Oh, that's good. Okay, what is it? No, no, you didn't get it right. Ah, yeah, we need the kids to help us. Okay. So, you don't have to actually do ventriloquism, or you can have somebody behind the puppet stage using a puppet and doing it with you. Okay. So that's kind of how I would then get them into, into doing, learning the memory verse. And then while I'm doing the rest of the lesson, I will say the number 5 every once in a while, just not too much, but just every once in a while, I will say 5, and then the kids will stand up and whoever, and sometimes they get into the lesson and they're not even paying attention, but there's always a few that are waiting for that number. And then when they stand up and if they say the memory verse fairly well, then I give them a little treat. So that keeps them occupied. That's why I love that game, because we've done games before. There's lots of fun games that they can learn the Bible doing games. Okay. Then I would do another fast song with them, and then I would start going into the quiet time. And I warn the children, I say, boys and girls, we are now going into the quiet time of our lesson. So it's most important for you to be quiet during this time than at any other time, because this is the time that we're going to draw close to God. So it's very, very important that you are quiet, and that you are quiet and good. Okay, so then I would start the quiet songs. Okay, and so I'm going to do one of the songs here. Let's see, where are we here? Okay, so no, that's not the one I want. Okay. Okay, now this one is a good one. This is a pretty, pretty song. And I don't know if you can see me doing the sign language to it, but this is a song because it goes along with the lesson that God makes everything beautiful in His time. And if you've told the kids that it's very important now to be quiet and good, you've given them a reason to be good by having, them knowing that once in a while you're going to say the secret number, and that quiets them down for this period of time where you can really minister to them. So I'm going to do the signing with it,